Thanks for clicking our Total Harmonic Distortion channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Flamma FS02 Reverb pedal. Okay, this pedal has extremely good latency. I measure latency from peak to peak, so I'm measuring from the blue peak to the green peak. And although this isn't an analog bypass, it's a digital bypass, but 0.065 milliseconds of latency is actually quite good. Now, this impulse response is a little suspect. What I think it should look like is a sync function. You know, basically this left side should look like the right side. But you get this ring over here. And if you look over here, in the out of band, it has some noise in the out of band. So up to 20 kilohertz, it's fine. But then, I don't know, that's about 90 kilohertz. That's about as far as I can measure. There's some noise. And this is something I've seen on a couple other cheap pedals, including this Hotone Binary and this Hotone Cab I loaded. I have videos on those two pedals, and you'll notice that I've noticed this also. And if we go to the noise section, just to take a look at the actual noise floor on the thing. The noise floor looks good. The codec is a little bit noisier than the one I'm using for recording, which is blue. But you can see this peak in high frequencies. Now, I was kind of unsure what was causing this, so I emailed out a friend or two of mine, and we came to the conclusion that this is probably a modulation distortion on the codec. You know, rather than sampling the codec at exactly the same interval, there's some modulation in that. And that can be caused by a number of things. My guess is there's things called MEMS oscillators and crystal oscillators. Crystal oscillators are very, very precise, but the MEMS oscillators use mini machines to kind of do it. And it's cheaper, but it's just, they move around a little bit. And I've had some experience in the past of that causing some modulation. So if I had to guess, that's the issue, but I really don't know, and that would basically mean that this noise would go up far beyond 90 kilohertz I'm measuring, probably up to the codec frequency, you know, maybe, I don't know, megahertz, 1.5 megahertz, 768 or something like that. I don't know. It is C. It does have a C marking on it, or an FC marking too, but honestly, the FCC doesn't really exist anymore, so I can thank the previous administration for that. But anyways, let's go on to the actual effects themselves, center of this. The effects actually sound pretty good on this one. We'll probably show it on synchro. It's probably the easiest way to see it. I'll turn on the effect. So the effect, you have a level control, which controls the amount of reverb, decay, which is the amount of decay. And then there's a high cut and a low cut. The high cut reduces the high frequencies, as you can see on the graph. And the low cut reduces the low frequencies. So we'll keep those full bandwidth, and we'll take a look at a couple of the other algorithms on here. I'm not sure which each of these algorithms is. They all seem to be different. I thought they all kind of sounded the same when I was playing around with it a while back, but that's just me. It's just my ears. But we can go to the spring reverb, which always has this little indent on it. The one thing that's a little bit weird about this spring, I'll zoom in, I'll speed it up a little bit. Oops, too fast. Computer can't handle that. The thing about this indent is it's at 2K, so normally that should be at 4K for a normal spring reverb. I have no idea why it's at 2K. It's just, I don't know. But anyways, considering the noise and stuff like that on the noise plot, I'm not sure I can recommend this pedal or these other pedals. Moving to browser mode, we can see that it has a 4.3 star rating at Amazon. As far as pricing, we're looking at $75 new, maybe $50, $60 used. I don't know, I really can't recommend this pedal just because of the noise on the thing. I think that could cause some issues up the chain. I wish they wouldn't skimp out on the crystal oscillator on these things. They make it sound a little better, but That's what we get. Thanks for tuning in, and always please subscribe.